Hey, welcome back to SmartWatch Tics. Today is a special day. We're going to be talking about photography with the Android-based ZGPAX S8 watch, and I've got a lot to cover. But first I wanted to show you something. Check it out. When I turn the watch on now, I get that little bar in the top that lights up and goes away. As you know, that's for changing brightness. We have another clip that talks about that. And then this. In our last video, we talked about doing a live wallpaper that would allow you to put a clock on the face that looks like an icon, but it's not. As you can see, when I move through, it stays there, telling the correct and current time, and I colorized it up a little bit so it's looking nice. All right, we are going to set the watch aside for a minute as we get into the camera area and photography, because I want to show you some apps that you're going to want to download to your watch, but I'm going to show them to you on the phone first, okay? We'll be back to the watch in a little bit. Open Camera, that's the first app, and this is the camera that we're going to be using, not the stock camera that comes with the watch, but the Open Camera for many reasons. We'll go into those. Check it out from the Google Play Store. Download it to your machine, all right? Next, you're going to want to download Squarespace Note if you haven't already. This is going to allow you to quickly take any single picture from your gallery on your watch and put it in a note that you can pre-set up to either email to yourself or someone else automatically upload it to Dropbox or to the Google Drive or a couple of others, and all you end up doing is just pushing down and letting up on the note with the picture as an enclosure, and it's off and running. The next thing we're going to look at is this service called Imgur, I-M-G-U-R. It's a social network for pictures, discover creativity, and share awesome visual, blah, blah, blah. You don't really need to download that. I haven't even installed it. What we're going to look for instead is the app called Imgur Android, or Uploader for Imgur. Okay? Download that one. This is going to be valuable because you're going to be able to take any of your pictures and upload it directly to the web. When you do that, what you'll get back is a web address to that specific picture, anonymously. You don't need to be logged in, identified, whatever. You just take the picture and run it through Uploader for Imgur, and you'll get back the web address, which you can then copy and paste and send to anybody you want to look at that picture. That's what I'm going to be using to post the pictures that I took with this watch directly to the web and put them in the body of the text that is going to be included with this video at the YouTube channel SmartWatch Tics. Okay? And then Localcast. The last thing I suggest you download on this watch is Localcast for Chromecast DLNA. This will allow you to set up and broadcast the pictures on your watch directly to your large screen TV with DLNA. If it has that capability, it's got network basically built in and can connect to the internet from your TV. A lot of the new ones do. It will interface directly to the TV or to a Blu-ray disc player, for example, or to Chromecast. All of those capabilities are built into Localcast, and it can go right into your folder for your pictures and stream them individually or as a group directly to your TV, so you can look at the details even finer. All right, those are the apps on the phone, and we're going to now dive into the watch itself to take a look at the photography aspect of it. So let's scroll over to Open Camera, the camera app that we're actually going to be using. This is the newer model of the ZGPAX S8. It has the upgraded camera in it. And that's important to get really good pictures. Not even going to go to the old one. It was just so lame. Anyway, I have preset some parameters up on here like grid lines that you can see. And an important feature that you're going to find really valuable, that when you take a picture, it will freeze the picture on the screen for you to look at and decide if you want to keep or throw away. Now, why is that important? Because there's a peculiarity about this particular watch. Maybe a lot of them, but definitely in this one. You see, the camera lens itself is right here, okay? And that camera lens is angled slightly. So when you look at it from the side, the lens is not pointing straight, it's pointing up about 20 degrees. So if I look at the floor, which is right there, you notice that I have to have the watch pointed down like that? If I have the watch flat, it's not looking straight ahead, which would be looking at the railing like that. That's straight ahead. But with the watch flat, I'm looking up at a seriously high angle. So when I have this on my wrist, and I'm attempting to take pictures, and I'm trying to do something that's either level or down a little bit, like this, and I press the button, I can't actually see the screen very well. I'm only seeing the edge of it like that, okay? You're not looking straight on because the camera's not pointing straight out. So if I take this picture and I wait a moment, I then can straighten up my arm and take a good look at the picture. If I want to keep it, I don't have to do anything. It's already been saved. I don't know if you saw the little icon. It went down here. If I want to throw it away, it's ready to be thrown away in the trash can just by tapping the trash button. Boom, I threw it away and I could take another picture. If I want to keep it, like let's say the picture of the sky, let's bring the zoom level up first and zoom in. There's a zoom in on the sky. Notice all the parameters I can bring up and then they can disappear. Let's take that picture. Okay, and it froze it, and that's what the picture is going to look like. And want to keep that, maybe to play with as a background, I just touch the screen, it's saved, and I'm back live again. Zoomed in, as a matter of fact, for my next picture. Okay? Anyway, when you get the handle of it, you can zoom in and out. You can change all these different parameters. Another few things about open camera I'll show you when we get to the pictures themselves, which is where we're going to go right now. Okay, we're going to go into the gallery now where the pictures are all stored. And this past Father's Day weekend, I had the privilege of attending a car show. And I was just with the watch, no phone, no tablet, nothing else, and walking around taking pictures with my arm of the various cars that were there. And you're about to see them. First of all, let's take a look at the picture we just shot of the sky. There it is. And I don't know if you can notice down in the lower right-hand corner, there's some writing. I was able, with the open camera, to put text that can be automatically embossed on each picture. It says something like new S8 watch photo, and then underneath it is the date and time. If we look at it larger, which with this watch I can tap once to bring up editing tools, tap twice to zoom in huge, which we'll see on some of the other pictures. Come down here and you can see what it says. New ZGPAX S8 photo and the date and time. Tap twice and it reduces back again. Let's take a look at some of these shots. How about this one? That's an emblem, okay, on the back of a car. And we get really good quality, both close-ups and long distance with this fixed focus lens. Why do I say that? Well, let's double tap it and zoom in and take a look. Check out the detail. Okay. Again, I've embossed it with the information on each of these pictures, and that's what it looks like. Here's another one, and another one. I'm going to post these pictures, like I said, on the not the ZGPAX, this is the watch, on the SmartWatch Ticks YouTube channel. So you can look at the originals of these. I'm going to use that program I was talking about by taking this, for example, and sharing it with Imgur, I-M-G-U-R. It's uploading it very quickly, and it's going to come back with this web address. And that web address I will post for that picture, and you can look at it in detail. It's that easy, folks. It's that easy. Hit the back button. There we are again. Let's go back to that original one. I said I would send that up as well. Let's do it. Share. Imgur. Look how quick. And there's the link for that. Now, if I want to, I can actually go in and share that link to email or whatever, and you can send it off right away from within here. That's linking these two apps together, the gallery and this one, automatically, and then hitting the back button, and we're good to go. So let's go back and look at a couple of other pictures here. How about a more distant photo like that one? That's a couple of people on a motorbike. Double tap. And there they are. What else have we got? I took some engine shots. They were pretty cool. Here's the inside of an engine. Close up. Nice detail in these pictures. Nice colors. It renders metal like metal. Okay, you'll see these again when I send them off using share. I also wanted to show you, for example, if I hit see all, I get to see all the options I've got, including note. I mentioned note to you. Here's how that works. I just, from the picture, tapped note, and it added the image right there. Okay, the picture is part of the note. It also brought up the keyboard, so if I wanted to type a description on it, I could. But I know what I'm doing. I'm sending it to my email, to my Dropbox, and to my Google account all at once by just going like this and letting it go. So I don't really need to type anything. It's getting a date and time when it goes, and I hit the back button, hit it again, and I'm back to my pictures. So that's a nice way that you can take an individual picture and shoot it off. Otherwise, we do it for the web. All right, couple of more pictures, and then I'm going to finish on this, and we'll actually go and have you take a look at the website so you can see the pictures close up. This was kind of fun. You see that cobra image right there? That's actually on the side of a vehicle, but I got it in such a way that you could see the reflection of my arm and the position of the watch for me to be able to shoot that picture. So I've been saving the best part, at least I think it is, for last. Not only can you take pictures, and they come out pretty decent on this little watch, but the concept of having this tiny little thing on your arm and being able to broadcast it, if you will, to a widescreen TV is just pretty darn awesome in my book, especially when you get to see it on the TV. So we pick a picture. You can actually get into this a couple of ways. This way is from just choosing a particular picture and navigating into our local cast, or you can do it by launching local cast directly. When you get in there to the share category, you go into local cast, and you get into basically the folder of your internal SD card. And your images are always stored in a DCIM folder. Yes, I'm sorry, you do need to know how to do this in order to get into your pictures, but it's not that complicated. Go into DCIM, you'll find your camera, which is your basic stock camera, and then Open Camera has its own folder. You go in there, and there's the list of all of your images. Now, you need to tap on that button and make sure that you've set up your casting. And again, you can either Chromecast directly with this if you have the Chrome stick installed in your TV, or if you happen to have a smart TV, you can set it up to actually send directly to the TV set. You don't need Chrome. I had set this up already to immediately go to my Chromecast, and it is now broadcasting this image over to my TV. Let's see if I can show you that as I slide the camera around and bring it up. And there we go. There's that image on the TV of the engine in a Volkswagen. Now see how fancy I can get. Here we go with the watch. And I should be able to, like, boom, switch it and have another image come up. There you go. Look at the detail in that. That is pretty darn amazing if you ask me. I don't know how close I can get with the TV set, but that's from a watch photo, folks. The ZGPAX S8 watch, to be exact. Being Chromecast from the watch that took it. All right, there you go. Photos, camera app, and how to do it all really sweet and enjoyable. Hope you've had fun, and hope you enjoy your ZGPAX S8 or whatever smartwatch you end up with, because it really is quite a device.